Hey modders, thank you for watching the RDA N-Scale channel, and I think it's probably appropriate to say that we'll probably be moving this to Allen's Trains and Things. We'll have our normal railroad stuff on here, our trains and things, our our tips that we give out and all that good, all that's the tips, the tricks, the some of my custom work I do, like here on my SP907, I done that myself. And what I did on my 1235 caboose, but I put that on here, that was mounted by me, drilled and the center put on there. That was all done by my handiwork. And I'm going to get me a couple more SP cabooses, and I'm going to put the antennas on there. But what I was going to show you here, I wanted to give 10 minutes of me, not just me keeping the the sound down, or other than what the engine was running, keep the, I keep quiet. I let the engine speak for itself, let you guys hear it. This is my 8444. I can't remember if the 8444 came out with, I know it was DC, and I can't remember if they had a DCC decoder, which I think they did, but I don't think it ever came out with LOK sound. So, I bought basically, I bought a 9041, a 9066, and a 9088. And then I bought two more donor engines. I bought another 9088 and another 9041. Here on my 9088, which I haven't changed the road number to 8444, I put the shell, I done the shell, the trim, and all that. And I was going to try to use this because I like the horn. I like the bell. I like the horn. I like that horn. And the 9041, 66, and 88, and well, of course, the 1943, the 41 Bush, those were all done at Cotto. Now, I think basically what was put in the 9041, the 66, and the 88 were basically, it was the same decoder programming, but I think Kelly tweaked it just a little bit. So you hear this horn. Excuse me. You hear this horn, and I kind of wanted that for my my 1943. Of course, I like the way my 1943 sounds, because my 1943 sounds like like the real UP engine. As soon as you hit the horn, you hear the bell. Give me just a second here. I'll keep the camera, if I can, focused on the engine. Let's see if I can get my spirit out. And I'll put my spirit right here, and so you go, woohoo! There she goes. Now they're working when you put them on the track and they can go on you. That's a good sound. Very good sound. But, I said in my videos, in my previous videos, let's see. Let me make sure that we got 9088 or 8444 going forward. Let's see if we got recall. Okay. Let's go select LOKO 1943 and hit enter, and then make sure that we got recall of 88, whatever. Let's make sure we still got our lights on. Yep. Okay, now we're going to hit the lights on 1943, and we'll play the bell for you, which is basically the same bell. Sounds really, really good, really, really crisp. Here's the horn. Okay, now this is the first Cotto. I told you guys that the 1943 that I had back in 19, thinking the 1900s again, especially the 1980s. Oh, like the 80s. Wish I could go back to the 80s. That's when I was in high school. I'd like to do that again. Okay, moving on. When I got in 2019, when I got this engine, it had I guess you call it it's a generic programming, which is basically, I think Alec told me this was the first programming that they came out with for the SD70 Aces. It was, and basically what it had, when you hit F9 would take off, and then you had to press like F10 several times or something like that to get it to drop back down, because it would the engine would idle way up. And I don't know, sooner or later, if that type of programming that was put into this, if they would go up and then come back down, or you had to get in there and bring it back down. I think you had to bring it back down, but I was thinking Alex said that could possibly been done, but it took a little bit to do it, I think he said. But anyway, took the 1943, this one here that I bought, back up to Spring Creek, and I had him program it. Now here's the horn on this one, and that sounds like pretty much when a UP engine goes by. And that's pretty well what I heard when 1111 was out there, and a couple of the other engines. This is the horn that I hear. And so I don't know if that's a KLN5, if that's what that is. You guys that know your horns and stuff like that, you might let me know. I still kind of like the 844's horn. I still like this. It's out there, but it's not too strong. And but this one here, I like. It's not too bad either. And so let's kick the lights off, and then go to recall. I'll kick the lights off on 9088. But I didn't really have any trouble, other than just doing those few modifications on 1111, and then here on 8444, because, like I say, 8444 was not. It was on a DC chassis, and so I had to go in there and do the trim up those up there on the top where the radiators, you know, where they hold on. I had to do them, and then I had to do that one trim that I put in my videos. I tried running, and you can do this. You can take off the saddle tanks and stuff like that, and you can put that on that frame there. I mean, you can change them out. Basically, all they do is slide over. Your motor is what keeps the two halves together, and basically you can put that bottom on there. So I tried that and put 1943 on there, and every time I did, I kept hearing this little noise. When she'd back up, she had just like she was rubbing the shell. And so I thought, okay, this ain't going to work. So I just finally, after doing the trimming and stuff, I put this gray shell back on, put the armor gray, the armor gray trucks and tanks underneath of it, and I just ran it, and now sounds pretty good when she's, let's see if we got her on 98.8. When I back her up, I mean, this sound like that. This sound like the counterbalance was, and I got her really close here. I got her really close to the motor if I don't knock over 1943. Or I'll put her right here. I don't know if you can hear or not. Try to hush here. I'm going to go one more deal on this. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn her in the other direction. We're going to move her forward. You can hear the motor just a little bit making a little bit of turn. She had a tiny bit of motor smell. I don't know if that's because I needed to put a little oil on the shafts, and I tried to be, kind of careful. I didn't do too much on the you can see the light shining down there on the trucks. I tried to be real careful and not get too much on the commentator end, but might have got maybe just a squirt more than what I should have, but it has just a slight smell to it, but she's running. Listen how quiet she is. And, I mean, if this camera will focus for me, she is just a smooth. I mean, this is smooth. I mean, she's not having no trouble negotiating the track. I think I cleaned the wheels off on her. I think, yeah, I did. And she has no trouble negotiating the track. I mean, she's quiet. And that's what I want. I want it quiet when I'm not running the sound part of it. And we'll stop her. We'll back her up. And sometimes when you're running a sound engine and you got an engine that's got, you might hear a little bit, like I say, she's not doing it now. And where there's two metal on these decoders, where the two metal things stick together, I put a piece of tape on there to hold that down so those things don't separate from each other. I put some Kapton tape, and I think after I done that and just You know, like I say, I put just a little bit of labels on the trucks on where the gear tower is. A little bit of labels 106 on the dog bone where that was at, and I'll tell you, I mean, you can hear just a little motor noise. Just a little motor noise. I mean, when I was watching her with the shell off, I don't want to take the shell off. That motor was spinning just as smooth as ever. And like I say, she has a little tinge of a little motor smell, but not bad. And so I try to run her, you know, a little bit at a time. You know, not really any long sessions. Before I pulled any cars, I ran her probably about 45 minutes, maybe an hour in reverse, and about the same in forward. I started out at 20, 25 speed steps, moved her up to about 30, and then about 35. I know a lot of guys, sometimes they say, I run mine full out. What I wished I had was a set of rollers. I'd love to have a set of rollers that I could, you know, put these on so they could just turn in place and they could roll on a nice, smooth, you know, thing instead of going down the track. If I can get me a set, I'm going to try to, and put on one of my test tracks over here. And actually, where the caboose are is kind of my test track or my programming track. I haven't got it hooked up. You see back over in the background, there's my tail Fred. We'll turn that off. Maybe that'll help. You can see the tail Fred flashing. And I had a video on it, but I might have to redo it again. Let's see. I'm gonna turn the light on. We'll do this, and that'll probably. Oh, forgot to show you guys. I also like the Blue Angels. These Blue Angels come from that Cooney. He's the one that designs these hats. I think his name is Robert Cooney. He was a colonel in the, I think he was in the Navy. And when he retired, he went into making hats, and he sells them through this one company. He makes the Thunderbirds hats, the Blue Angels hats. That hat is the same as this one here, but that is a Citizen's watch. It's got Citizen's watch on the back of it. There's a Thunderbird hat, and that's a Blue Angel hat that I got back in 1991. That hat was $45. That Blue Angel hat over there by itself was $45. And then there's my next to my Kansas City hat. There's my Fly Navy and Navy Blue Angel hat over there, and my BNSF deal. But that's this is my other kind of thing that had my hats put up for a long time, and I decided, well, I'm going to get them out. So, like I say, on that first video, I just wanted to show you some running, and that's what I might probably do on here. I might do a little running, and we'll hit 1943 again. And then we'll hit 8444. I want to say 844. 8444. I think participated when they brought 4014 back. I think 8444 helped bring 4014, and along with Southern Pacific 1996 and a few other SP engines, and then the there at the Rail Giants, they got that one caboose, that the steam caboose down there, and then they got I think a pretty nice SD40-2. I think it's a pretty nice one. I think they can actually use that engine there to move other rolling stock and stuff like that. So there's that little op session, and thought we'd show that to you. I mean, this went a little longer than what I had done, but I wanted to do 10 minutes of nothing but, you know, other than the engine running, silence. And then when I come back, I got to go see the store, and grocery store and buy some behind wipey paper. I got to get some of that, and got to get some, that good old stuff that we got to take care of the business with. And then I got to get a few other things and stuff like that. So like to go when there isn't too many crowds. I like to go when it's easy and breezy, and you don't have to worry about too many people being around. I still wear my mask, and so, but I do it because I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around a bunch of people in the store, and so I try to be as careful as I can. I wear my gloves and wear my mask and stuff like that. So we'll probably put this on after I get done going to the store, but we hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. We thank you for watching I think I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Allen's Trains and Things, because like I say, we're gonna have trains and things, rail fanning. I'm going to show you some of my custom work that I do or try to do. I mean, I don't know if you call it custom work, but it's something that I try to do or whatever, and I got me some little drill bits, so I guess you can call it custom work. When you do it on your own and you're trying to figure it out, you call it custom work. So we're going to try to do a little bit of that, and try to do some reviews. We're going to try to do some reviews. Going to try to do some reviews and things like that, and kind of like we did here, showing the 1111. We're going to do that. And I thought about Allen's Trains and Things, and RDN scale sounds pretty good, so I don't know. We're just kind of think we might do it, but if you guys rather have my channel as RDA, I might just do that too. RDA is kind of part of my deal here. And so anyway, we are going to end this, and we are going to go do a couple things, and then we will be back and put the video on and let you guys all enjoy it. So we thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and give us a thumbs up. One of these. Give me one of those, and ring the bell. Give me a comment. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you think about this. We appreciate it. And y'all stay safe, and be careful out there. Have a happy Thursday. This is RDA in scale, maybe Allen's Trains and Things.